Full Glam Tutorial 2026 edition.
We started 2026 on a very high note. These clips were taken from the first group class that we already held from the 5th to the 6th and the 7th of January. So we are having group classes monthly, which have fixed dates, but that's not the point of this video. I'm super excited to make this voiceover because this is my first ever video for 2026. I mean, tutorial video. I have been posting quite a bit, but I haven't been as consistent. But I'm here to promise you that it's going to be an amazing year full of tutorials. But super excited also for the online class that's upcoming. But I really wanted to show you guys how we do our classes. So you guys are going to see a lot of hand gestures, which is just me showing my students or explaining to my students. This video was so long. But I had to cut it short because obviously you guys don't have a very long concentration span. And so yeah, this is our skin prep. We did start with everything else. You did see how I was demonstrating how you trim the brows without overly trimming them. And now what I'm applying here is primer. We did go in with the fan in between our process, which is something that we do teach and explain in our classes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record the foundation application process, but you're going to learn a lot from just these few clips. So I am explaining how you layer your cream products. At this point, we had already done foundation application, blush application, and we were just going to go in with our concealer. But speaking about blush application, I was explaining to my students where you apply it in order for it to complement your bronzer, but also most importantly for it not to drool your face, because sometimes when blush is not applied correctly, it might give you opposite results. So if you want your blush to lift your face, there's a specific way that you have to apply it and specific areas that you have to blend it into. I had so much fun for this group class. Like I said, it was our first physical class for the year. In our group classes would take a maximum of 5 people, and the dates are fixed. So we have beginning of the month dates as well as end of the month dates. Our next dates are from the 26th to the 28th of January. So if you're interested, do make sure that you inquire with us and you book your slot. We did go in with some concealer. I remember for this class, we used high-end products on day 1. And on day 2, we used affordable products, but the results are amazing. Very, very slight difference. This we will also be teaching in our online class, which is one thing I've been raving about. I've been talking about it and people have not been playing. I am not coming here to encourage or to convince anybody to book because listen, the numbers are doing their job. However, I just want to put an emphasis to the benefit of this online class. If you didn't know, we are having an online class on the 27th of January. And the same demonstration that you see me doing in this video is exactly what you guys are going to be getting. And I did say that our videos are going to be shot in 4K. So you're going to get as much quality as possible, giving you the ability to see everything that we do without any filter, any stops whatsoever. I was explaining in this moment how you lift the face using 3 different cream products and how you layer them together to give your client a beautiful snatched look. Very important as well. And like I was saying, this is also going to be part of the online class. So we're going to give you a beautiful, long, detailed demonstration on how to create a flawless and long-lasting luxury glam using both high-end products as well as average price products. This class is going to be pre-recorded, so you don't have to worry about time, what time it will start and what time it will finish. What you do need to know is that this class is pre-recorded. You will have access to the class after payment for at least a month from the 27th of January to the 27th of February. Also, this class is going to include theory, business class, as well as how to choose your foundation and many more. I am talking how to market, how to set your iPhone camera, how to record your content, how to get your ideal client, and how to be visually visible on social media. I will rave more and more about this class later on, but for now, let's focus on this look. Truly enjoyed glamming her up. Here I was demonstrating how you need to set the under eye while your client is facing upward. This is very important if you want to avoid creases or cracked under eyes. I also want to start something though in 2026. I want you guys to let me know what it is that you'd want to see from us, from our page, and let me try implement it. I know most of you guys are going to say, please show us your products. I will be showing these products that I use on all my glams, from my bridals to my normal glam clients in our online class. But on a serious note, I do want you guys to give us an input. What more would you want to see? Do you want us to start doing vlogs, or do you want to spend a day with us? Do you want more live sessions during our classes? What else? Give it to me. I'm ready. I do want to start my year on a very high note. And so, yeah, we were demonstrating how to set the face, how the importance of making sure that your cream products are properly set to avoid any creasing, how to layer your different types of powders. If you didn't know, I also go in depth with the knowledge of products. For instance, when you're starting out in the makeup industry, even when you're an upgrader, sometimes you find yourself very confused on differentiating the different types of products that we have on the market, and also how to layer them. That's also very important to know. You will see me blabbing in the background. I think the mirror is just giving you guys a reflection of how I talk throughout the class, because it's very important for my students to understand what I'm doing instead of just me, showing them. So it's very important that we have a conversation with my students, and so that's exactly what we did. Mattifying the skin is so important because you want your makeup to last long. This is also going to add to the longevity and the flawlessness of your glam. Also layering your powders, knowing when to use a brush and when to use a beauty blender, and that's me just demonstrating how by the time you're done with your skin work, there should be a bulletproof, transfer-proof glam, even without using waterproof setting spray. So if your glam transfers a lot after you're done with your powders, then you must be doing something wrong, or you are probably not using enough powder. But also, it's just not about the quantity, it's about how you layer your powders, how you use your setting sprays, because I know a lot of people assume setting sprays are only used at the end. In our classes, we make sure that we explain when to use your setting spray, besides just at the end. We are baking is my favorite part of the glam, and like I always say, it helps me to lift the face, but also just to shape out my eyeshadow shape. Okay, so for this look, I wanted to go to the most requested look that I get from my clients, and I feel like it's one of my favorites. So I really wanted to teach my students how to achieve this beautiful look. You will see that we are using our Kryolan concealer to just prep the eye using our brush from White Glam. Also, huge shout out to our product supplier, Infinite Beauty Cosmetics. I got that eyeshadow palette from them. So if you're wondering where we purchase our beautiful beauty products, we get them from Infinite Beauty Cosmetics. I will try to tag them down below. So the beauty blender as well, if you're wondering what beauty blender I'm using the Wink Beauty blender, which was also purchased from Infinite Beauty Cosmetics. I was just explaining how you need to make sure that the second shade of your eyeshadow should be placed and blended into the crease, and I was also explaining how your brow bone should be clear. If you've been to my class, I'm sure this is very easy notes to understand, and so blending your eyeshadow is very, very important. If you're a beginner and you are scared and you don't know where to start, our classes are suitable for you, whether online, group, or one-on-one. Choose anything that suits you best. Like I said, that we were doing a very common and a very highly requested look from most of our clients. So we did start with our shimmer, which was taken from the Cool Tones eyeshadow palette by Ennis, which we also got from Infinite Beauty Cosmetics. And then we went in with our gel liner. This is the Tehila gel liner. I love how it's so pigmented. I used to enjoy using Inglot gel liner until they released the new formula, which, by the way, I do not recommend because it's not the same. I always wonder why brands change formulas of products that are always working so well. Those eyes, amazing. If you are struggling with drawing your brows and you would like to learn about that as well, the online class or any of our physical classes are there for you. But I think the biggest secret to drawing brows properly is just, a lot of practice. And this is one thing I always tell people: you could be my student or anybody's student, but if you do not practice at all, then don't expect any miracle. I think makeup artistry is more about investing in your craft by attending a class, but most importantly, how much you practice and how much passionate you are at the end of the day. I did go in with my common, normal lip combo, which you guys know about, but also we did lift the eyes. I want you guys to see the technique that was used on the eyes. We are also going to be sharing that in the online class and our physical classes. We're also taking bridal bookings, by the way. There's so many fully booked dates. I think 2026 brides are not playing. So if you're a 2026 bride and would love us to be your glam squad, make sure you secure a date as soon as possible. Those lashes, amazing. Also got them from Infinite Beauty Cosmetics. You guys can check them out right here on TikTok or Instagram. Amazing service. I am making sure that those lashes sit well on her, which is very important. And then I'm highlighting using my beautiful highlighter by Missmetics. Love, love, love it down. Mascara, that is by Blossom. I cannot wait to see you guys in the online class and physical as well. Thank you so much, guys. Happy New Year. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Bye. Mwah.